Alright everyone, settle down and find your seats. My name is Senpai Faldrin, and welcome to the first day of Hentethics class. Whether you're into ecchi, yuri, yaoi, futa, or tentacles, I'm here to make it all kawaii. What makes me qualified, you ask? That's a great question. You know, some people watch hentai for pleasure, but me, I study the plot. While you were slapping the salami, I studied the plot. While you slept with your favorite body pillow, I studied the plot. And while you downloaded Duolingo to study Japanese but gave up when you realized it would actually require effort, I studied the plot. Today I'm going to be reviewing the popular series Bible Black, which contains an extremely complex plot with multiple ethical quandaries that you missed because you busted halfway into the first episode and closed out of the tab in shame. The story follows Minase, an intrepid high school student who discovers a magical book hidden away in a basement room of the school. Minase realizes that he can use the book to make people do things to one another, even going so far as to have two students do the hibbity-dibbity in the hallway in front of the whole school. It isn't long before Minase has the student body president showing him her student body. This one seems easy to judge. A lonely incel using a book to trick women. That's wrong, right? But the book, the Bible Black, acts a lot like the Death Note, in that the person who finds it has an overwhelming feeling that they have to use it, and as soon as they use it, they can't control themselves anymore. So at first, Minase was only using it to resolve silly high school crushes, but as soon as the book sunk its hooks into him, he couldn't stop himself. The right question to ask is not why the book, but who was controlling the book, and therefore controlling Minase. For that answer, you need to look no further than the school nurse, who is actually a genital-swapping succubus who is hell-bent on breaking her deal with the devil. But before we write this series off as transphobic for demonizing futa women, you need to explore what her motives are. Kitame did not start out as a demon, but as a human girl. She was picked by other students to be used as a sacrifice since they believed she was a virgin. However, the ritual failed because Kitame was not in fact a virgin, having been assaulted by 3 men before the start of the series. As she lay bleeding out on the sacrifice table, the leader of the cult went mad and started cutting down the other members. The excess tribute began to call the devil forward, but before the leader could finish the ritual, Kitame killed her. As Kitame was dying, she heard the devil's voice, offering her a chance to live. She took it and was transformed into the demon. However, Kitame traded her soul for those 16 years of life. The time was coming for the devil to collect on the deal, and Kitame was desperate to survive. She found the Bible Black in the same room where she was being sacrificed and realized that there was a ritual that would allow her to transfer her soul from her body into the body of another. But in order for that to happen, she would need another virgin. Kitame is only able to discover 2 students in the entire school who are virgins. The first being the student body president, and the second being Minase's best friend Imari. After Minase uses the Bible Black for his own benefit, that really only leaves Imari left. This is where the biggest ethical question comes to play. Is Kitame justified in her actions? Does her horrible treatment make up for the evil that she's doing? Should she lose her soul to the devil because the actions of a crazed cult? This is a classic case of sympathizing with the villain. At the end of the day, 2 wrongs do not make a right, and trying to take control over Imari is wrong. Manipulating Minase is wrong. But it is okay to feel sorry for Kitame. What she went through was unfair. So while Kitame is wrong in what she does, it becomes easy to understand why. So to answer the question, is Bible Black ethical enough content for you to enjoy yourself to without existential guilt? In my humble and unprofessional opinion, yes. This series does a fantastic job of playing with the minds of its viewers and making scenes that make you wonder if you're going to hell. The only complication to the story, though, is at the very end. Kitame seems to be able to take control over Amari, but only for a short period. So the ritual was interrupted, and Kitame was sealed, but it looks like she's able to break out a little bit by a little bit. So how this develops may change my opinion on the series, because there are future seasons of this show, but as for Season 1, this receives the grade of kawaii as fuck. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown of the ethics in Bible Black. Comment below which hentai you want me to review for the next class, and I will see you next time.